Well, one time, Brady had talked me into helping hang his deer stand. So we get on a borrowed four-wheeler from my friend. He's got it all loaded up by the time I pull up. And we're ripping and roaring through the woods. He's on the back and well, right at the top of the biggest hill on the trail, he taps me on the shoulder as I'm looking at water down at the bottom of it and goes, "Oh yes, there's no brakes in the four-wheeler." And as I turned around to go, "What?" I saw him diving off. So then I rode a four-wheeler into the middle of the lake. And I had to drag it out by myself because he wasn't so sure he wanted to get wet. I made him get wet though. that was a classic Brady though. Give you a vital piece of information and bail. Bail. See you on the other side whenever I get there, because you're going now.
Tell me about the time you were teaching Brady how to drive a four-wheeler.
Oh, how old was he? Brady was 5, 6 years old. No business being on a four-wheeler. I get him on the four-wheeler and I teach him this is the gas, and that's all he hears is this is the gas, and he jams it as far down as he goes or it can take it, and we pop a little wheelie, slam back down. I realize we're about 3 foot from a tree and I grab him and dive off of it, and he wrecked the four-wheeler without us on it. And I had to go back and tell Dad that I was trying to teach his 5-year-old how to work a full-size four-wheeler. You know, amazingly enough, he wasn't mad, probably because he's done a lot dumber stuff in his day. Oh yes, the TreeFrogs. Well, our neighbors, for some reason, and I have no earthly idea why, they had a wooden box full of TreeFrogs. I was probably 7 or 8, you know. I had no idea that they excrete a poison that if rubbed in your eyes, it's about like being pepper sprayed or maced. So we're playing with these TreeFrogs, and as any kid does, he touches his face, and I rub my eyes, and immediately it feels like they just burst into flames. And I take off running from our neighbor's yard and across the road, and there is a small section of pine trees where my older brother Bevan had made a clothesline. So to add insult to injury, as I'm running blindly through a forest of pine trees, I get clotheslined flat on my back. I'm just in a screaming, watery mess there on the ground. And at some point, I made it inside. I was such a mess, I couldn't even tell Mom what happened. And when I tell her that I was playing with TreeFrogs, she says, "Well, everybody knows that. TreeFrogs are poisonous." You're making me sound stupid, aren't you? We're used to wasps and bumblebees, and I don't think any of us had encountered ground hornets.